Hello, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another CSGO news episode, the first news episode of 2019. So hope you guys had a great New Year's. I certainly did, but welcome back to the channel. As always, guys, thank you all for the great comments, the great feedback. It's going to be a great freaking year, but also a great day as well. We had some huge news announced this past week, and the biggest story, and all stories will be timestamped down below for all of you guys who want to jump around. That will be Karrigan joining Envyus. I never thought those words would ever leave my mouth, even when Envyus was a French team. It was absolutely shocking news. A lot of people out there talking about the downfall of Karrigan. Let me put my first opinion out there. Is the fact is, I'd rather have him join a team than sit around for 3 months and of course not have a chance to make the major. And this was honestly, besides Optic Gaming, probably one of the better teams he actually could have joined, who needed an established IGL or at least a role that he could fill. That's my own opinion. You guys of course can divert from that. It was actually Optic Gaming who confirmed their signing of Refrez, so therefore not Karrigan for now. And again, who knows what money played in that issue as well, but it will be Karrigan on Envyus replacing Poyo on that roster. I would say an immediate improvement for the team, but just keep in mind, guys, at the point of his signing, they had just over 3 weeks until their minor to compete against these other teams as well. But I do want to say, my first tweet out there, I did want to clarify. I first said that I did not think Envyus could be carried by Karrigan into the major qualifier, but now looking at these list of teams, besides NRG, it is certainly an option, certainly a chance for this roster to do so. Because you look at the teams there, first of all, there's not many. Of course, we know North American definitely weaker when comparing the minors, or any circumstantial evidence out there. It does show that North America is generally weaker compared to the long list of European teams out there, but especially now in this North American minor, guys, there are several teams, including INS, United, as well as Envyus, who actually had big roster changes. So you have to immediately downgrade those teams, besides Envyus, though, because their change was quite obviously in the other direction. Certainly a positive change for that team. I think all of us are crossing our fingers that NRG does not choke this time around. They deserve to be at the major, and they should be by far and away your favorite team here. But to say Envyus does not have a chance, well, that was stupid of me to say at first, but certainly they probably do have a chance for especially top 4. Alongside that, though, guys, teams like Furia looked really good in the minor qualifiers. They swept both the teams they played. Bravado is also a fan favorite, but certainly Envyus does have a chance. And of course, who knows what the actual lines were there. Of course, Karrigan had a chance to bring this team to the major. He will be a temporary player. Even if it does work out, I can see him easily going somewhere else, right? Even if they do make the major qualifier, that being probably their ultimate goal to get that sticker money, even if that does work out, we can all certainly probably see a possibility where Karrigan has proven himself with this roster, but he can definitely join better teams out there. I would say a great pickup for Envyus, and for anyone out there judging Karrigan, I don't blame the guy whatsoever. There were not too many teams who actually had open options for an IGL or a role he could fill, and this guy wants some sticker money. And also on top of that, we talked about this last episode, guys, also confirmed will be, originally it was by Dust2 US, guys, also Ryan B at Rush Media. It will be Swole Patrol's 4-man roster going forward. Marky and Swag will stay with that team. Also Vanity and Food from Team Singularity. If you guys do not know, Team Singularity just shortly failed against Rogue Gaming in that best of 3 consolidation final, guys. The winner would go to the EPL, the loser would go back to Mountain Dew League. It was actually Singularity not making Pro League, guys, and that therefore Vanity and Food have now left that roster to of course join Swole Patrol, and their 5th player yet to be announced. There are so many options for these guys out there, especially when it comes to fan favorites, right? Doc, Sam, Tarek. There are of course countless options besides those guys who could join this team, and I'm excited to see who they will actually sign. But also, well, I'm also a bit worried about this roster. Of course, it's going to be a pretty big change. They lost over the past 3 months, guys. They lost Cooper to E United. They lost Freakazoid supposedly to Ghost Gaming, and of course, most recently, Zelsis confirmed to Cloud9, guys. They lost the brothers. They lost a 3rd member as well. A big change coming for Swole Patrol, but they will be in Pro League. That's the big thing here, and I can almost guarantee you guys these people will be signed, and so whoever does sign these guys are going to be paying for a 5th player as well. Although I do expect, for some reason in my mind, I expect a young gun to join this team. I wish them the best of luck. The options are wide open for this roster as well in the future of who their 5th member will be, but the real question has yet to be answered. Is Swole Patrol really still Swole without Freakazoid? Well, they won't be for long because they should be signed very shortly. And also in big news out there in the Chinese scene, kind of overlooked as well, are huge changes for TyLoo. Now, many of you guys know the roster lock was just a couple days ago. It was TyLoo confirming, guys, the leaving of both their players, 2 long-term players, DD and Mo. Now, rumors out there as well do state that apparently DD wants to retire from CSGO, or maybe a short-term retirement as well, a bit of a temporary move possibly for him in the future. Alongside that, though, it will be both these players actually stepping away. They chose to leave this team. They were not kicked from the roster, so important information there, but it will be 2 other previous members of TyLoo to rejoin them, guys. Summer alongside Attacker. Now, I do want to say in terms of fragging power, probably an improvement for this team, but a team who is already lacking extreme communication. It was actually Ben Ted who's come forward, and also thanks to Florapan on Twitter. I talked to her as well as on the Weibo out there. Some rumors in the Chinese scene seen, this team is lacking in communication extremely. Ben Tet also come forward in interviews and has said this team direly needs a coach. Now with this roster change, guys, they still have no coach. The IGL role has been bouncing around from player to player in between tournaments. I do believe, according to sources, the most recent IGL has been Ben Tet, so you still have your highest typical fragger dedicated to the IGL role. We've seen that work in mixed ways throughout several teams out there, but alongside that, guys, 2 brand new members. You lose also 2 established and very experienced members. If you guys do not know, Mo has been with this team for 8 years, ever since Counter-Strike 1.6, so certainly losing an experienced player there in terms of bringing that team formally to the major, which they currently are in. But with this brand new roster, guys, I would say more lacking communication, probably a better overall squad in terms of firepower, but still with a lack of communication, guys, a lack of a coach, this team will be hurting in a few weeks when they can participate in, of course, the major. So looking forward for TyLoo, guys. I'm not really sure which direction they are going in. I wish them the best of luck, but according to sources out there, this team is lacking one thing, and that is the ability to communicate. And also, very last thing, CSGO news out there, we could have some leaked hints of the future of CSGO, or at least maybe Chinese CSGO. It does seem, though, of course, if you guys have not seen this, I'll link the full picture down below for you to analyze. If you guys see any secrets that I have not seen, some big hints at the future of CSGO revealed in this image released by Perfect World on New Year's Day, guys. A really cool image, although, you know, there's some weird things going on. Like, we all know a couple like this at a party. Besides that, though, if you look at more importantly, guys, 2 possible skins revealed for the future as well. The first one being M4A1S NZNH Gold. Alongside that, an Op Nirvana, guys. Also on top of that, the Op Nirvana is also shown in-game on a computer screen inside that same image. And if you guys were curious, yes, both these skins are actually on the Steam Workshop. So there's 2 possibilities, right? Either these are Perfect World skins they're trying to promote and possibly land inside a case, or they're hinting at the future of CSGO and possibly a new case. Because if you guys look over the guys who are actually praising Gaben, look just below that, beneath the Danger Zone case, it's a brand new black CSGO case we have never seen, or maybe I don't think I've seen before. It looks to be a brand new case, possibly for the future. So that's kind of cool to see if this actually does come true. Most people also speculate with a brand new case in 2019, we might also see a brand new operation. So these are just hints, right? This could just be maybe Perfect World trying to push their skins into the game and make some money out of it as well. This could be future skins in the game, and it could be no operation. What do you guys think about that, though? Either way, a really cool image for Perfect World to work on, because there was a lot of tiny details in there, and it was kind of cool to see. But as always, guys, hope you all enjoy. My name is Jake. If you guys I know you guys didn't notice because you can't see, and it's kind of dirty, but I actually bought the Immortals gaming shoe. So I'm going to review these on my personal channel, but it says Immortals. I've been wearing them all day. They're pretty darn comfortable. I don't know why I had to share that with you, what my footwear was. But hope you guys all enjoy. I will see you, of course, back here tomorrow, guys, with some great CSGO news. One more time, Happy New Year. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all back there tomorrow. My name is Jake. Goodbye.